When people talk about popular cars, attention often goes to SUVs, trucks, or electric vehicles. But for decades, one category has quietly shaped everyday driving all over the world: the compact sedan. And one of the most recognizable names in this segment is the Nissan Sentra. The Nissan Sentra is not a flashy car. It does not try to impress with extreme power or aggressive design. Instead, it represents something much more important for millions of drivers: affordability, reliability, efficiency, and practicality. That is exactly why Sentra has remained relevant for so many years. The Nissan Sentra first appeared in the early 1980s. It was created as a compact, fuel-efficient car designed for everyday use. At the time, the global automotive market was changing. People needed smaller, more economical vehicles that were easy to own and maintain. Sentra fit perfectly into this new reality. Over the years, the Sentra evolved through multiple generations. Each generation reflected its time: changes in design, safety standards, technology, and customer expectations. But the core idea remained the same: provide a simple, reliable car for daily life. One of the main reasons Sentra became so popular is accessibility. From the very beginning, Nissan positioned Sentra as a car that ordinary people could afford. It was cheaper than many competitors, but still offered solid build quality and dependable engineering. This approach made Sentra especially popular among first-time buyers, students, families on a budget, and people who simply wanted a car that does its job without unnecessary complications. Another key factor is fuel efficiency. Sentra has always been designed with economy in mind. Smaller engines, lightweight construction, and aerodynamic design helped keep fuel consumption low. In times of rising fuel prices, this became a major advantage. Modern Sentra models continue this tradition. While they may not be the fastest cars on the road, they are efficient, predictable, and easy to live with. For daily commuting, city driving, and long highway trips, this balance is exactly what many drivers want. Let's talk about design. Earlier generations of Sentra were often criticized for being too conservative or even boring. Nissan clearly recognized this issue. In recent years, the design of Sentra has changed significantly. Newer models look sharper, more aggressive, and more modern. The front grille, headlights, and overall proportions now make Sentra look more confident and mature. It still remains a compact sedan, but it no longer looks outdated or anonymous. This design shift helped Sentra stay competitive in a crowded market. Inside the cabin, Sentra focuses on simplicity and comfort. The interior is not luxurious, but it is well organized and user-friendly. Controls are easy to understand, screens are placed logically, and materials feel appropriate for the price. One of Sentra's strong points is interior space. For a compact sedan, it offers surprisingly good legroom and headroom, especially in the front seats. This makes it comfortable for everyday driving and even longer trips. Technology is another area where Sentra has improved. Modern models offer touchscreen infotainment systems, smartphone integration, backup cameras, and driver assistance features. These include automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and lane departure warnings. While these systems are now common in many cars, their presence in an affordable sedan like Sentra adds significant value. It shows that safety and technology are no longer exclusive to expensive vehicles. Now let's look at performance. Sentra is not designed to be a sporty car. Its engines focus on efficiency and smoothness rather than speed. Acceleration is modest but predictable. Steering is light and easy, making Sentra comfortable to drive in urban environments. For many drivers, this is actually a positive trait. The car feels calm and stable, not aggressive or demanding. It is easy to control, easy to park, and easy to drive even for inexperienced drivers. However, performance is also one of Sentra's weaknesses. Drivers looking for excitement or strong acceleration may find it underwhelming. The continuously variable transmission, used in many Sentra models, has also received criticism for its driving feel and long-term reliability in older generations. This brings us to reliability. Sentra has a mixed reputation in this area. On one hand, many owners report years of trouble-free ownership with basic maintenance. On the other hand, certain generations experienced issues with CVT transmissions. Nissan has worked to improve this over time, and newer models are generally more reliable. Still, this is something buyers should be aware of, especially when considering used Sentra models. Maintenance costs, however, remain one of Sentra's strongest advantages. Parts are widely available, repairs are relatively inexpensive, and the car does not require complex servicing. This makes Sentra attractive for people who want predictable ownership costs. Now let's address the big question. Why does the Nissan Sentra still make sense today? First, affordability. In a market where car prices continue to rise, Sentra remains one of the more accessible options. It offers a modern design, safety features, and decent comfort at a reasonable price. Second, efficiency. Sentra is economical to drive and own. Fuel consumption is low, insurance costs are usually reasonable, and maintenance is affordable. Third, practicality. Sentra does exactly what it is supposed to do. It gets you from point A to point B reliably. It fits into everyday life without demanding attention or effort. Finally, simplicity. In a world of increasingly complex vehicles, Sentra remains relatively straightforward. For many drivers, this is not a disadvantage, but a benefit. The Nissan Sentra may not be a dream car. It may not turn heads or dominate headlines, but it represents something very important in the automotive world: honest transportation. It is a car for real